My name's Alan Mason, and this is my wife Susan, and we're from Tulsa, Oklahoma.
Okay, about 18 months ago we attended a wedding rehearsal dinner for someone, and we kept noticing these fantastic pizzas coming out. So finally we stuck our heads outside expecting to see a Domino's truck or something, and lo and behold there was a wood-fired oven out. So I started doing some research on how in the world we could get something like that, because there's nothing like what we've ever seen in Oklahoma, and ran across Fire Within's website. Promptly came out for a visit, knew right away this is what we wanted to do. Ordered our oven, received it. We've been up and running for about 3 months now, and we're as busy as we ever hoped we could be.
Originally we came to the workshop, we'd been experimenting with dough, experimenting with making our own pizzas, but we had never worked in a wood-fired oven before. So we had just simply wanted to come out and have that experience, have that hands-on experience to work in the oven, know what it's like to work in such a hot environment. It's much more different than a gas oven or an electric oven, obviously. We just wanted to have that experience, and it was a fantastic experience. After the weekend that we first came out and attended the first workshop, our comfort level for working with the trailer was fantastic. We were able to go home, and we had plenty of experience to know where to get started, what to do. We went home and started making pizzas for family and friends to get started, just to make sure we knew where we were, and went from there. And then from there we started doing catering events. But our comfort level was definitely at a level that we were able to operate.
It definitely increased our confidence in knowing that we saw that you could manage it. It wasn't difficult, it wasn't rocket science. It was just some real life hands-on experience that we desperately needed and could grow off of and grow on, and just know that there were people that could answer any and all questions we could ever think about and fill us in on things that we never would have thought of in terms of canopy placement and what do you do if your dough gets stuck, and just things like that. So it was really the best decision we ever made, was to come out here and to do this and get the hands-on experience, because we would have probably been 6 months behind the curve of where we are right now had we not done that. The hands-on and getting in, working with the dough, because like I said, it really does boost your confidence in knowing that, wow, this is attainable, I can do this. And then getting in and actually screwing up was actually kind of fun, because it took the newness off. Kind of like when you get a brand new car, you want to be the first one to put a ding in it. Same with pie. Rip it up, see that you're not going to break your oven, you're not going to, nothing is going to be completely destroyed if you screw something up. It's very much a hands-on, human, real-life scenario. So I think that part was the best part, was just getting in there and knowing that I could do it, and seeing that nothing was ever going to be horrible.
And my favorite part was getting to eat. Seriously, my favorite part was the time that Susan and I had made our first pizzas. We stretched our first doughs out here, topped it with the phenomenal ingredients we use out here, and you eat it, and you're in awe that you made this incredible pizza, and it tastes so very good.
The instruction was top-notch. Getting to work with Joseph and the crew from Basta was something more than we ever could have expected. These people are hands-on professionals that have been there, done that. It's kind of like getting to work with the best person in the world, in my opinion, and knowing that for the scenario of the business that you're going to have, they've seen it all, they know what's going on, but they also can talk to you on a level that you understand. We had no formal cooking experience whatsoever, and to have Kelly Whitaker from Basta, who's been all around the world and cooked everywhere and has this magnificent restaurant, go, it's okay. You'll get there and watch this, and it's as easy as that. And you really do go, wow, it's not rocket science. But he's very cool. I mean, everybody's on the same level, and you're all treated like, with the same respect as if you've been doing it for a very long time.
That's what I was going to say. The word respect is what I was going to use. You never feel like there's a stupid question.
Right.
Kelly, like she mentioned, Kelly Whitaker, Joseph Pergolesi, they give you the respect, understanding that you have a love for this, because if you're coming to this, you're going to have a love for it. And But just because you have a love or a passion for something doesn't mean you have full experience in it, and they understand that. And so there's no such thing as a stupid question. You're able to go into it and ask anything you want, and they're absolutely there to help you out, and that's what they're here for.
Service after the sale kind of thing too. Anytime we found that we had a question, there was somebody that was willing to give us an email address or the forums that Fire Within has to go out there and post a question and go, I'm having a problem with my dough. I don't know what my hydration level is like. Has anybody ever experienced this? Or what type of flour do you guys find that you're using? So there's always this great community that's been built within these workshops that extends far beyond. I mean, we are in constant contact with a few people that were
from coast to coast.
Coast to coast. And it's really cool to watch their business grow with you. It's kind of like having kids and watching them grow up together. It's very much, there is a family, there is a community aspect that comes out of doing these. So that you know what, I'm telling you, that's my favorite thing. That's my favorite thing, is knowing that there's other people like me out there that are experiencing the same trials and tribulations, mainly tribulations, and seeing them grow too. It makes you just as happy to see somebody else have a great experience with their first big event, because that feeling, that pride and that sense of accomplishment that they're feeling too.